What's up everybody, it's the K9 Gamer here to introduce you to 30-second reviews, where I review certain aspects of a game or whatever in under 30 seconds. So today I'm reviewing Mega Evolutions. So disclaimer, I don't own any of the content in this video except for my voice. So if you want to see where the video came from, go to in the description to find out. And this is filled with personal bias and suckish ideas on the competitive battle scheme. So without further ado, let's begin. Charizard is probably the most picked Pokemon in everything, so he got two Mega Evolutions, Mega X and Mega Y. Mega X is probably the coolest design-wise, but maybe not competitive. He gets boost in everything but special defense and speed. The biggest change is in his attack now, 130, along with special attack, which makes sense based on his ability Tough Claws, which powers up physical attacks, but if you aren't committed to Mega Evolving it all the time, then you don't want to make him physical, seeing as its attack stat is lower than his special when not evolved. I mean, most use this Mega because of the designs and the dragon typing. The blue and black palette with the jagged look and flames coming out of his mouth makes him look like a beast, but I wish it didn't hover but flew in his animation. But being in Pokemon Orange just boosted his popularity, but he can be KO'd by special attacks. Mega Y on the other hand works better for special fire types, which is what Charizard is. Huge boost in everything but defense and speed this time, and the combo of Drought and 159 special attack. You don't want to be on the receiving end of that flamethrower. The only downside is his defense stats, so he can kind of get KO'd. But design-wise, it's such simple changes that make him so cool, making him look jagged and intimidating. Charizard didn't get wimpy designs, but something intimidating that showed that he's still the #1 pick of Gen 1. Venusaur is probably the lesser of the three starters, but it shouldn't be overlooked. In Mega, it gets huge stat boost in everything but speed, and with its ability Thick Fat, it can be a real tank that can bust out the special attack. It can now tank against its weaknesses, which is pretty good in competitive battle, and design-wise, it's pretty good. The flower on its back grows more, which makes sense for the monster, and they make it look intimidating until you see the pink flower on its head. It would have been better off without it. Keep it intimidating. Blastoise. He breaks my heart for the dumbest reasons, but it's still bad. He gets boosts in everything but speed, and the biggest being his special attack, which makes sense for his typing, but to me it's the worst of the starters. Its ability covers such a small range of moves that you wonder why he gets it until you notice the 3 cannons. So you adhere to the ability and expect to see water come from those cannons, but no, it comes from his mouth. What the heck, Game Freak? You had a chance. You didn't do it with the regular evolution. What was stopping you? Through all of this, Squirtle has become my least favorite of the first starters. I like the cannons in the shell, but god dang it, Game Freak. Alakazam is a fan favorite since Gen 1, and it makes sense to give him a Mega. With boost in defense, special attack, and speed, he can focus on his psychic abilities. With traits, he can use your ability against you, which can be good or bad depending, but he has great potential as your fast special sweeper. Design is cool, focusing on his spoons, which have multiplied and levitate. He looks like an old monk with a beard in the sitting position, which makes sense since he is seen as the wisest Pokemon, so everything seems to work for him. With boosts in everything but attack, Gengar is ready to sweep. With his ability Shadow Tag, there's no more of the switching game. He will destroy you with his 170 special attack stat, and he'll eat all of your dreams. With the new design, he looks like a nightmare with his signature grin and third eye. He's a scary ghost. It looks like he only has arms, but I think there are legs there somewhere. If they had made the third eye red, it would have worked better, but I love the design in the Pokemon anyway. The concept was cool but wasn't executed correctly. All stats are boosted to triple digits except special attack, which makes sense for the physical attacker. The baby grows up and helps out his mom fight with the ability Parental Bond, which makes the baby deal a second attack with half the power. A deadly combination, but if they had changed the design of the mom a bit, it would have been better. The actual Kangaskhan didn't change in any way but stats. I feel bad for the baby going from baby to toddler form all the time. The scary bug is now terrifying with boosts in all stats, the biggest being his big attack stat, and turning all normal moves into flying moves can be deadly. The design is terrifying. The mouth was already scary, but the new eyes and spikes on the pincers is terrifying, and the wings and the arms. Ugh, if this bug came after me, I would die. Someone at Game Freak said that Heracross should be a tanky physical attacker, so they took that literally. Lower speed and upping attack, defense, and special defense, he is just that. Even its design makes him look tanky and dumb. It's just too bulky, and its ability is okay, being able to hit the maximum amount of times, but I just hate it. Gyarados got boosts in everything and a complicated design. He's taking charge of the battle with Mold Breaker to make sure you don't tamper with his moves. The design is kinda weird and cool at the same time, but it messes with his serpent-like design. But he is a dragon now, so yeah. The sleek Pterodactyl gets boosts in everything and becomes intimidating with the tough claws. In the right place this time with the physical fossil ready to claw your face off. The rock beard is cool and the placement of the rock accents are on point. Literally. The playful Ampharos gets a Mega that is majestic. The flowing hair and tail are beautiful with the red orbs. Even if people hate on it, it suits him. He breaks the mold too, which helps competitively. And with boosts in everything but lower speed, he's ready to special attack everything. And did I mention he's also a dragon now? The Metal Bug gets boosts in everything, and a cool ability that increases low power moves by 50%. The design emphasizes his claws and make him look like he doesn't give a crap about what you throw at him, which he doesn't. The accents work and everything works, but his legs, why are they triangles? He's all about death. The horns and the bone accents work. He's a devil and he wants you to know. In boosts in everything but attack and the ability solar power, in the sun he's even more powerful, giving 150% in special attack. The Devil Dog is even more cool looking. He's a devil dog. Don't mess. Tyranitar is cool in its own way, and its changes are subtle but great. The red accents and jagged extensions are cool and intimidating, unlike some things. Boost in everything but special attack can work in his favor, and the Sandstream ability will work for this behemoth. Gardevoir is like Cinderella, but she knows how to fight. She gets boosts in everything but defense. She makes all normal moves fairy type with Pixelate, and she gets a good design. With the big poofy dress and the arm glove things, it works for the beautiful psychic fairy. Mawile will chomp your face off, and her stats and design reflect that. With boosted attack, defense, and special defense, being a steel type, it needs its defense, but it didn't forget about attack. And with huge power, it will stand your attack and give it back to you. The new color palette works with the double mouth, ponytails, or whatever. This snooty Pokemon with no evolution got what it deserves. Aggron is the tank. He gets boosts in his attack, defense, and special defense, and with his ability filter, he can even withstand super effective moves. His design makes him fat and bulky, which makes sense for the tank. It's a good Pokemon Mega for a steel type. This psychic fighting Pokemon is now a genie. Well, that's what he looks like, and it works. He was already halfway there, and it's done beautifully, and it boosts every stat, and they focus on him being a physical attacker, hence its ability Pure Power, which doubles attack. He's just a good Mega. Mancentric has always looked a little weird, but now it's a lightning bolt. At first I liked it, but then I thought it was dumb, and it has barely changed, and stat-wise, it got little changes in everything but attack, and has Intimidate, which is a contradiction since he doesn't look intimidating in any way. The zippers finally open and reveal what's inside. The design is one of my favorites. The way the zippers are placed and the purple monster things that are like fingers and legs is so cool. He's scary but cute, which makes sense for the ghost. And with the ability Prankster, Game Freak wants you to screw with your opponent. With boosts in every stat, the most notably attack stat, he is ready to sweep the floor. I love Absol. This 3rd gen wolf dog thing is the bringer of disaster, and her original look reflects that, but then you get the Mega, and I think they wanted to make her a dark fairy type, which would have been amazing, but maybe a bit broken, so they didn't add the type. But the design is so cute. She looks emo with her horns and the fur around her face, but it works for her, and the wings are cool. For some it doesn't make sense, but for me it makes her the best Mega for me. Every aspect of the design is beautiful, and with boost in attack, special attack, and speed, she's still frail but can pack a punch, and when you try to mess around instead of take the easy hit, she'll bounce it back at you. Now suited with the teeth tucks like what is up with that, he's ready for battle with boosts in everything but lowered speed, and with Sand Force, which boosts rock, ground, and steel type moves. He's your sweeper. Even with lower speed, he gets weird scythe hand things and a weird chin. His design works for some, and it kinda makes sense. With boost in everything but special defense, he's your physical sweeper, especially when you add his ability Adaptability, which increases the power of stab moves. His design is so intricate and is perfect for him. The accents are perfect, the intricate color palettes, and the spikes, it's so good! He's tanky, that's pretty much it. With lower speed and all-around boost, he became another tank. With Storm Warning, he's alright design-wise. He's pretty cool, the crystals jutting from his back and the fringy look, which he's always had, and he's just a beast. The Gen 1 Fave Legendary is back with 2 new Megas. X gets a fighting type, which threw me off at first, but I can get with it. And with the Mega boost in attack and smaller boost in defense and special defense, it's straying from the Psychic types. If you want a fighter with some tricks up his sleeve, then Mewtwo X is probably your best move. But it has the same fate as Mega Charizard X, with usability without the transformation. Mega Mewtwo Y, on the other hand, is pure Psychic with boost in everything but defense. He's ready to pull out all the Psychic moves. I prefer Y mostly for design, and the whole floating and sleek Psychic design is perfect. It's majestic and it's so cool. The ability could be better, but it's good. People will always try to put you to sleep. X is puffy, dumb, so I have a vendetta against it. And the ability only works if you flinch, but you don't want to, but to each their own. Swampert is the Hulk. With his usual typing, he is only weak to grass and immune to electric, so now he has a design to fit it. He's bulky and muscly, if only he would put his arms down. With boosts in all stats and the ability Swift Swim to up speed in the rain, he's going to rain on your parade. Sceptile is the Grass Hoenn starter, and he gets a really cool Mega. The attitude he develops is killer, and the design, the tail and grass accents is perfect, and the boost in everything but special defense is good for this starter. And no electric type stands a chance against this guy with this ability, and gaining the dragon type will make this plant one you don't want to mess with. He's a fast chicken. With the ability, speed boost, and boost in every stat, he's perfect. Design-wise, he's probably the coolest of the three. The ears and flames and the black accents on the legs are great, and he's just all around a cool Pokemon. The bee you catch and throw away is proving its worth. With an enormous boost in attack and speed, but a serious decrease in special attack, he will sting everything. With adaptability to increase his power, you don't want to get stung. His design is angular and scary. The stingers are huge and multiply. Pidgeot, he's Braviary now. With his design, the color palette is the same, but not entirely. He's the same bird with better accents and worse hair, boost in everything but attack, and with his ability, he will hit his mark every time. He's the first bird, and he's showing it. Slowbro, just this Pokemon. He was the cute Dimwit, but he's a Shelder. Apparently, with that shell, he's all about defense, with 180 base in Mega along with a boost in special attack, and the shell protects against crit hits. He's good, but bad. Just why? This dopey Pokemon is a real ally. With its ability Healer in double or triple battles, it will heal the status condition of its allies. With boost in defense, special attack, and special defense, it's there to help, not hurt. The design is so cute from its ears to its feet. So yeah, not very competitive, but whatever, it's cute. Steel has gone crystal. With the crystal floating around and jutting out of him, he looks really cool. It works with his typing, and so does his ability, boosting ground and steel moves, gaining attack, defense, and special defense. He lives up to his name. Hiding behind his rupee is Sableye. He is more elf-like than ever, and he's boosted in everything but speed, which is decreased, but he has to lug around that rupee, which can magic bounce, so don't mess when Zelda and Pokemon combine. The Torpedo only gains gold accents in design. I swear they are the same, but he does gain in every stat, and with his ability he will chomp on everything extra hard. The Torpedo doesn't just have to be a torpedo. He's a volcano. It's not bad, it's cool, but why the M on the forehead? It's unnecessary. But he's powerful nonetheless, gaining boost in attack and special attack along with defense and special defense. His ability Sheer Force boosts attack with secondary effects at the cost of said effect, but with such power comes slowness, so it has decreased speed stat, but it wasn't fast to begin. It's so beautiful and fluffy, I want to stick my face in it. The tail is long and gorgeous, but the head thing should come off, and maybe the collar too, but that's just what I think. She's a dragon fairy, which is great for the competitive field, and with the ability Pixelate, you can use the fairy type to your advantage to give fairy and normal moves a stab boost, and with boost in attack, defense, and special attack, she becomes a well-rounded Pokemon. The well-rounded Snowball gets stat boost in attack, special attack, and speed, which works well with the Refrigerate ability, which changes normal moves to ice and boosts its power in many ways. The design is a bit scary and intimidating, the jaw dislocating and the ice horn. It's so cool, and the color palette, it's not just a Snowball now. He's a jet. It's dumb, he was cool, and now he's suffering. The Crescent Moon wings were fine, but why get rid of his arms and kill him with small boosts to everything and a slightly bigger boost in defense? He's a fighter jet. Ha 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 ha. And they're milking it, giving him the Aerate ability, changing normal to air with the added buffs. So yeah, fighter jet. Yay! The Steel Spider is so cool. His design is awesome. There's not much else to say about design. He gains boost in every stat, and with the ability Tough Claws, any move that makes direct contact gets a 33% boost. And since almost every series Pokemon player has a shiny, maybe he's the Silver Spider. See, these should be a jet. The design gives me mixed emotions, but it's cool, I guess. They get boost in everything but speed, which doesn't make sense since that's what they are, really fast Pokemon, so why? But they keep their levitate ability, so they are immune to ground, so yay. It's so complicated. The flowing golden ribbon things are so cool, and the metallic look and the face and the whole thing is awesome, and boost in everything is amazing, and the ability gets rid of all flying weaknesses, which is awesome. It's easily the most broken Mega. The Sexy Bunny is a real competitor, gaining the fighting type finally and the ability Scrappy. No one will get away with boosts in speed and attack and defense. The design works with the floppy ears with little fur accents and the black accented legs. She's the coolest bunny, and I should know, I've had 9. Why he didn't get one in the first place is beyond me. He gains the ability Inner Focus. He won't flinch with boosts in attack, defense, and speed. He's a physical sweeper. He gains a cape, razor blade arms, and other smaller features. It's good, but why haven't we gotten rid of the big hips? Diancie, the kinda surprise legendary of Gen 6. She's a princess of Carbink. She wears a gown with crystals and it's so pretty. The ribbons flowing around and the gem on her head is so big. She gains magic bounce, which makes sense. They round out her already incredible stats, upping attack, special attack, and speed, and decreasing defense and special defense. So she is incredible in battle and whatever it is princesses do. So that is it for my first episode of 30-second reviews. I hope you guys liked it. I hope we can keep this series going by you guys suggesting different characters or things for me to review. And I would also like it if you would tell me what your favorite Mega was in the comments, because I have told you some of them, and maybe if you want I can do some top 10 videos. That's totally up to you guys. So comment down below with anything you want me to play, anything, just use the comment section. It is yours. And subscribe, join the pack today. Why not? I think it would be fun. But that's up to you, and you can like this video or you can dislike it or you can just leave it alone like I usually do. Yeah. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter at K9_gamer or the _K9_gamer. That is all in the description if you are confused. reviews. So I have a little question for you guys. I have created a Mega Evolution team. So how about you guys give me some advice? What Pokemon should I put on the team? Should I have a Banette or a Gengar? And just leave it down in the comments how you think they should be. I need help. I'm not competitive. Should I waste my time with breeding or just do what I want, even though I can never win a single battle? It's up to you guys. So that's it. K9 out.